Now, the ministry of Jesus could almost be summed up by the words that he spoke in Matthew. And this is the next verse. Matthew 11:28 through 30. Then Jesus said, come to Fountain of Life. Come to Pastor Dave. Come to the Pope. What's it say? Come to me. Who's speaking? Jesus. You go to him. You pray to him. Come to me. Lord Jesus, forgive me of my sins. I want to have a relationship with you, with the Father. I want to be born again. He says, come to me, all of you who are weary and you carry heavy burdens, I'll give you rest. You know, sin is a heavy burden to carry. When you carry sin in your life, what you usually carry with it is guilt. Anybody ever felt guilty about stuff? How many of you still feel guilty about something, even though you're saved, that you did years and years and years ago? But let me ask you a question. Did God forgive you of that? Then you need to stop. You just need to move on with your life. You can't go back and change it. He forgave you, you move on. Don't get stuck in the past. You look ahead. You look ahead to Jesus. He says, I'll give you rest. All those burdens that you're carrying, I'll lift those burdens from you. He says, verse 29, take my yoke upon you. Now, how many guys have ever seen a couple of oxen and then they have the yoke over each one of them and they're pulling plows? He says, you don't have to carry these burdens by yourself. What's he say? He says, take my yoke upon you. In other words, my yoke is what? Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you'll find rest for your souls. In other words, he's saying my yoke frees you up. It gives you freedom. And he says, for my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light. I don't know about you, but I like changing my heavy yoke to a light yoke. I like having my sins forgiven and knowing they're forgiven and lifted from me forever, never to be remembered against me anymore.